Last episode, we traded for two-way top prospect Jac Caglianone and watched him play in AAA. Today, we could see him and Roman Anthony make their Major League debuts in Coors Field against the Rockies. I am so excited. I can't wait to get into this game and see how they do. Colson Montgomery finally has some help on the offensive side. You can see right there Anthony on the bench waiting to get into this game. Here's his AAA stats: 274, 11 home runs, 51 RBI. And I will mention that the White Sox are coming into this game with a 4-game win streak, and they'll be taken on by Ryan Feltner, 9-13 with a 5.52 ERA and a 1.54 WHIP. So he's primed for a spanking in this game. See if the Sox batters can do that. First up is going to be third baseman Juan Brito. And he's going to hit a ground ball past McMahon at third base, and that's going to be a base hit. We'll have the first base run of the game on for the White Sox. That'll bring in Colson Montgomery hitting 292. Man, he's been leading the way a whole year. There's a tapper to second. Flip to short, on to first, and just like that, that leadoff man is wiped out on a double play. And that'll bring in Jack. His first Major League at-bat. 2-2 pitch is hammered down the left field line. That's going to go down into the corner. He's going to have an extra base hit. We did not have to wait long for his first Major League hit. As Caglianone gets it going with a 2-out double in the first. There we go. Nice job, Jack. They collect that ball. Get that back into the dugout for him. There we go. And now bring up Art Rocha playing first base today. 3-2 pitch. It's going to be a pop fly into left field. Alex Verdugo drifts over, and he's going to grab that for the third out. So the Sox get 2 men on, but don't score any runs as we head to the bottom of the first. No score. And on the mound for Chicago, it's going to be Blaine Enlow. See, he's 2-7, 6.48 ERA, 14 games. He was down in the minor leagues early in the season. He came back up, and we're really struggling with the fifth starter here, so see how he does today. And he hits Ryan McMahon to lead off the bottom of the first, so that's not a good start. So I'll put a man on first for left fielder Alex Verdugo. 2-2 pitch, and he swings at the two-seamer off the plate and strikes out, so follows up the hit by pitch with a K. There we go. Nice recovery. Now will bring up Brenton Doyle, center fielder. Great defense, emerging as an offensive player as well. Enlow's pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to third. Brito, Kasevich on to first, and there we go. So both teams get double plays in the first inning, and we'll head to the second. No score. And leading off, top of the second, there he is, Roman Anthony. Saw him in the pregame, hoping he'd do something on camera today. And he swings and misses at the slider, and it's something we're very familiar with, the strikeouts. He's got to cut those down. So his first AB does not go well. Up steps Matt Koperniak playing left field. Hits a shot into center field. Doyle runs and grabs that in the gap. Nice running catch for the second out. Now bring up center fielder Jeremy De La Rosa. 268 on the year, and he swings and misses on the slider and strikes out as well. Needs to cut down on those as well. He's had a lot of strikeouts on camera this year. So anyway, going to the bottom of second, and still no score. Leading off for Colorado is going to be first baseman Michael Toglia. Having an off year, hitting 217. He's going to hit a shot to right field. Anthony drifting back to the edge of the warning track, and he's got it for the first out. Nice easy play there by Roman. Now I'll bring up shortstop Ezekiel Tovar, and he swings and misses on the curveball. Pulled him badly there, so now they're 2 down. That brings up Charlie Condon. He's one guy that we were interested in trading for, and he's going to hit this one up the middle and get on with a base hit. So Rockies get their first hit of the game. Man on first now with 2 outs. Zach Vina playing DH today. 3-2 pitch. Going to be a ground ball into right field. Anthony's got that. The runner's going to hold at second base. So we have 2 on and 2 out now. Got the first 2 out. Next 2 get on base. And that's going to bring up Amador playing second base today. 1-1 pitch. Going to be a ground ball to first. Rocha's got that. And they get out of that mini jam here in the bottom of the second. As we head to the third, there's still no score. And leading off for the Sox is catcher Cole Carrig. And he's going to take ball 4, and that slider up and away. So Sox get their leadoff man on. It's the first walk of the game, as you see there. And that'll bring in second baseman Josh Kasevich. Playing every day now after we traded away Gonzalez. And he's going to hit this one down the right field line. That's going to drop and get down into the corner. Carrig's going to round third. Throw comes in, and he's going to be safe. And the Sox get on the board first. 1-0 lead here. Josh Kasevich, RBI double. Nice going, Josh. Now bring up Juan Brito now. Man on second, nobody out. Feltner's 1-2 pitch, and it's going to be a tapper to second. Amador flips to first. Kasevich goes to third on the play. Moves up 90 feet. So now Montgomery, RBI spot here. Man on third, 1 out, 3-2 pitch. And it's a pop-up in the middle of the infield. And McMahon's going to run over there, take charge, and get it for the second out. And that brings up Caglianone now. Man on third, 2 out, 3-2 count. Already doubled in his first at-bat. He's going to hit a line shot into right field. He's going to be 2 for 2 and get his first Major League RBI. Way to go, Jack. That is exactly why we traded for him. That bat is going to be so crucial going forward for this team. So now Rocha's up with a 1 on, 2 out. Ground ball is short. Flip to second for the third out. But the Sox get on board first to score 2 runs here in the top of the third. See how Enlow does on the mound in the bottom half of the inning. All right, leading off for the Rockies, catcher Hunter Goodman. And he swings through a slider and strikes out. It's the third K already for Enlow. Now bring in McMahon. Got hit by pitches first at bat. He hit a ground ball to second. Kasevich grabs, throws to first, and there's 2 down quickly. Enlow pitching well so far at Coors Field. Verdugo is going to hit a pop fly down the right field line. Anthony makes a long run over by the stands. Has he got room? Yes, he does. So 1-2-3, bottom of the third. Good job, Enlow. After you score runs, you want to shut them down the next half inning, and that's exactly what he did. So we head to the fourth. It's 2-0 White Sox. And Roman Anthony's up, leading off the fourth inning. You can see, struck out his first time up. Hopefully he'll make some contact in this one. Would be nice. Feltner's pitch. And it is contact, but it's a fly ball in the center field that Doyle's going to have for the first out. Hey, at least he didn't strike out. Happy by that. Now bring in Koperniak. 2-2 pitch to him, and he swings through the changeup and strikes out. It's Feltner's third K of the game. There's 2 down, and that'll bring in center fielder Jeremy De La Rosa. Struck out his first at-bat. And he's going to hit a ground ball to short. Scooping a throw, and he's out. So, White Sox go down quickly in the top half. Go to the bottom of the fourth. It's still 2-0 Chicago. And leading off for the Rockies, center fielder Brenton Doyle. 2-2 pitch from Enlow. It's going to be a line drive to first, and Rocha's got that for the first out. Tolia back up now. 1 out, 2-2 pitch. And that's a tapper back to the pitcher. Grabs, fires the throw to first, and gets him by a stride. Good job, Enlow, to field your position. Now Tovar's up. 2 out, 3-2 pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to Kasevich. And the Sox get out of another inning, 1-2-3. Enlow rolling through 4. Only 1 hit allowed. Sox lead 2-0. And Cole Carrick's going to lead off the inning. 3-1 pitch from Feltner. It's going to be hit a shot to short. Grab, throw across, jump throw by Tovar. Gets him. Nice play. And there's 1 down. That brings in Kasevich. Doubled last time. He's going to take ball 4 up and in. So he's on base twice to start this game. And that's going to be it for Feltner. Pitch count got way up. He's only allowed 2 runs, but used a lot of pitches. So he's going to be gone after the first 2 batters here in the top of the 5th. And coming out of the bullpen for the Rockies, it's going to be former starting pitcher German Marquez. You can see, only 25 games this year. Throwing a lot of relief innings. 5-11, 6.26 ERA, so he has not been setting the world on fire. First batter he's going to face is third baseman Juan Brito. He's 1 for 2. 1 on, 1 out. There's a pop-up on the infield. Amador in his tracks, barely has to move, and he's got it for the second out. And that'll bring up Colson Montgomery. He's hitless today so far. 1 on, 2 out. 3-2 pitch from Marquez. And he swings and misses and strikes out. So the Sox get a man on, can't get him around. Head to the bottom of the 5th. They're still up 2-0. And leadoff batter is going to be Charlie Condon. He singled up the middle his first time up. And he's going to take strike 3 on the slider for the first out of the inning. Definitely wasn't the pitch he was looking for. That'll bring in DH Zach Veen. 3-2 pitches outside, so he walks. Colorado gets a man on, bringing up the tying run to the plate. And we're done. Wow. So our manager decides, hey, you know, you've been pitching a great game, but we're going to get you out of here before you blow up. ERA over 6, can't take any chances in this park. So Enlow pitched well, only gave up 2 hits, and he's done. The new pitcher is going to be Steven Kolek. You can see 2.15 ERA. He had an ERA below 1 at the All-Star break. He has been phenomenal in long relief. Definitely earned a spot in our bullpen for next year and the years after that. First batter he's going to face is Adel Amador with 1 on and 1 out. 1-1 pitch. And runner goes, and he's going to be safe. Zach Veen with a big stolen base there. Stole that definitely off the pitcher. His 7th of the season, so now it's a man in scoring position with 3-2 count now. Kohler's pitch to Amador is on the way. There's a fly ball in the center field. De La Rosa under that, throws it in, holds the runner to second. So they still have a man in scoring position, but now there's 2 outs. Now bring up catcher Hunter Goodman. 1-1 pitch from Kolek. And it's a smash into center field. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall. De La Rosa digging hard after it. That's going to make it 2-1 as Goodman's going to end up with a double. Huge 2-out RBI there by the catcher. And now Ryan McMahon has a chance to tie this game. Man on second, 2 outs. And he's going to hit a fly ball to the left. Perniak drifts back. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. So Colorado, Hunter Goodman, late RBI in that inning, makes this a 1-run game. And leading off the 6th inning for the White Sox, Big Jack. He's already 2 for 2 with an RBI. Still looking for that first Major League home run. 3-2 pitch. And he's going to hit this down into left field. And that's going to drop in front of Verdugo. He's 3 for 3 in his debut. Man. Should have traded for him earlier and got him up to the majors earlier, I guess. That'll bring in Rocha with 1 on and nobody out. And he's going to hit a ground ball. And that's going to get through. And we're going to have men on first and second here to start the inning. Roman Anthony, key spot here, 2-1. Nobody out, and that's a ground ball past Tolia into right field. Caglianone's going to come in and score, and Anthony gets his first Major League hit, his first Major League RBI. Makes it a 3-1 game. There we go. Roman finally did something positive on camera. You got to love it. They're going to get that ball for him as well. Put it on his mantle for later. And that's going to bring in left fielder Matt Koperniak now. Men at the corners, nobody out. And 3-1 pitch from Marquez is low for ball 4. So now the Sox will have the bases loaded. Nobody out. Jeremy De La Rosa up. 0 for 2, and he's 0 for 3 now as he strikes out for the 2nd time. Got to put the ball in play here. Bases loaded, 1 down. Cole Carrig up. And he's going to hit a fly ball in the center field. That should be deep enough to get the runner home from third. Doyle's got it. And the guy's going to tag on second and go to third as well. So Sox take a 4-1 lead, and now they have men at the corners with 2 outs. Kasevich up, and he takes ball 4 in. So now they have bases loaded again. Rockies pitching, imploding this inning. Bases loaded, 2 out. Brito hits a fly ball in the center field. Doyle drifting back, shy of the warning track, and he's going to have that for the 3rd out. But big hits by Caglianone, Rocha, Carrig, Anthony. Sox are up 4-1 as he had the bottom of the 6th. And leading off for the Rockies, left fielder Alex Verdugo. And he's going to swing and miss and strike out on the play. Kolek's first K of the game. Brings up Brenton Doyle. He's 0 for 2 as well. Make it 0 for 3 as he strikes out. Kolek just throwing gas by these Rocky batters so far. And then steps Michael Toglia 0 for 2 as well. 2-2 pitch. And he's going to hit a pop-up down the left field line. Brito behind third base over towards the stands. And he's got it for the third out. So Kolek comes in, shuts him down. We're going to go to the 7th. It's 4-1 Chicago. And leading off for Chicago is shortstop Colson Montgomery. He's 0 for 3. Rough day for him. And it's going to be 0 for 4 as he hit a ground ball to Amador, and he's going to be out on the grounder to second. And in comes Jack, 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double, and he's going to hit a ground ball, and Toglia grabs this one. So doesn't go 4 for 4, but an impressive debut nonetheless. In steps Art Rocha, and he's going to hit a little pop into left field. Verdugo runs in, snags that, so it's a quick top half of the 7th. You head to the bottom half. Sox are up 4-1. And the Sox going to bring in a new pitcher. Luis Patino's coming in. You can see 4.01 ERA, 16 holds in 61 games. So he's been fairly usable out of the pen. First batter is shortstop Ezekiel Tovar, and he's going to swing through high pitch and strike out. That's 3 strikeouts in the last 4 batters. And Condon's going to take strike 3. That's his second straight strikeout. So Patino comes out of the pen, and he's throwing gas just like Kolek did. That's going to bring up Zach Veen, and he's going to strike out. So way to go, Patino. He comes in throwing absolute gas, strikes out the side. And we're going to the 8th. It's still 4-1. Good guys. And the Rockies going to have a new pitcher, Chauncey Canning. Impressive there. 2.61 ERA pitching in Coors Field. 61 appearances. Roman Anthony's up. Big RBI his last time up. And he hits a ground ball to second. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. Perniak drew a walk last inning, and he swings and misses and strikes out for the second out this inning. Well, not last inning. It was his previous time up, but you know what I meant. De La Rosa's up now, and he strikes out for the 3rd time. We saw a game earlier this year where he had 5 strikeouts, so he's really got to cut that down if he wants to stay in the lineup next year. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Chicago's up 4-1. A new pitcher for the Sox here is Jose Hernandez, lefty with a 2.09 ERA, 53 appearances. Been really good since we got him in the Rule 5 draft. First batter he's going to face is Amador. That's going to be a base hit up the middle, so the Rockies are going to get their leadoff man on base. Now bring in Hunter Goodman. Drove in the first run of the game for them with a double to right center field. 3-2 pitch now, and that's going to be another ground ball up the middle, and that's going to get through, so Rockies, 2 men on. It's going to bring the tying run to the plate. And Ryan McMahon, full count now. Hernandez pitch, and that's going to be hit over shortstop and get into the center field. De La Rosa's got it. That's going to bring in 1 run. It's going to be now first and second with nobody out, and they're going to pinch run for him with Dylan Beavers representing the tying run. Verdugo, 2 on, nobody out. 3 straight hits by the Rockies. And he swings at a changeup off the plate and strikes out. Bad swing there. Good pitch by Hernandez, though. And that's going to be it. They left Hernandez in to get to the lefty, and they're going to bring in Fulmer now to face the righty. See, his ERA is over 5. He's had a tough second half of the season. Pitched really well in the first half. He's going to have to pitch really well the rest of this inning. We got 2 on, 1 out. Brenton Doyle up. He's going to hit a fly ball to right. Anthony barely moves. He's got that. Throw comes in, holds the runner. So Colorado still has men on first and second, 2 down. Toglia up. And check swing, and he said he went around, and he strikes out. So Fulmer comes in, shuts him down. Ryan McMahon gets him 1 run closer with that base hit. But the Sox bullpen recovers and keeps this a 2-run game as we head to the 9th. New pitcher for the Rockies, Victor Vodnik. See, 4.95 ERA, 26 saves. Kind of weird that they would bring in their closer in a losing game. You see Sean Bouchard comes in to play third after McMahon was pinch hit for. And first up's going to be Cole Carrig. And he swings through the changeup and strikes out for the first out. We got to get more offense out of our catchers next year. Second baseman Kasevich up now. He's 1 for 1 with a walk, and he's going to hit a shot into left center field. Back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Home run, Josh Kasevich.
You can put it on the board, yes!
Have a game, Josh Kasevich. A double and a home run. Gets us back to a 3-run lead. He really wants to keep that second base job. He knows we have Alvin Maddox waiting in the wings down in the minors. He's going to hit like that. He can stay on the team. And leadoff man Juan Brito comes up. He's 1 for 4. And he's going to hit a ground ball up the middle. He's going to be 2 for 5. There we go. That's what we need out of leadoff man. Get on base. Now there's 1 on, 1 out. Montgomery up. And he's going to hit a ground ball to the right. And that's a base hit. And we're going to have 2 men on with 1 out. As Monty decides to get in on the hit parade. And now we have Caglianone with 2 on and 1 out. And he's going to hit a pop foul behind home plate. Goodman's going to have that. And that's the second out. That's pretty tough. Caglianone, great RBI situation there. And that'll bring in Rocha. And he's going to walk. So the Sox are going to have the bases loaded again for the 3rd time in the last inning and a half. That brings up Roman Anthony. Big situation here. Bases loaded, 2 out. 5-2 game. And he's going to hit a pop-up in the infield. And Amador's going to settle under that and have it. And Colorado gives up a run, but it could have been a lot worse for them. Sox miss a chance to blow this game wide open. But tip your cap to Josh Kasevich. Big shot to right center, and the Sox are up 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 9th. And Chicago's going to bring in the closer, Andrew Bellotti. See 26 saves on the year, ERA 2.68. Does give up hits to righties, but not to lefties. Those guys that has a weird backward split. First batter he's going to face Ezequiel Tovar, shortstop. See, he's 0 for 3. 1-1 pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to second. Kasevich has it. Throws to first, and there's 1 down. Kasevich had a busy game today, both at bat in the field. I'll bring up Charlie Condon. It's 1 for 3. Single his first time. Strikeouts each of the last 2 times. And he's going to hit a ground ball to short. Monty's going to grab that. Easy throw to first, and they're 2 down. Now the Rockies are down to their last at-bat. I'll bring in DH Zach Veen. 1 for 2. 1-1 pitch from Bellotti on the way. And it's a weird swing. A little blooper's going to drop into center field for a base hit. He got jammed really badly, somehow made contact and flipped that over to second base and gets on. So that's going to bring the tying run to the on-deck circle. Amador trying to keep this inning going for the Rockies. Bellotti trying to shut him down. Got 1 on, 2 out. 2-1 pitch. And it's a broken bat pop-up, and Bellotti's going to grab that before it hits the ground, and there we go. The Sox win 5-2. Kolek gets the win in relief. Feltner takes the loss. Bellotti gets saved 27. And the boys have 5 wins in a row. Amazing. Let's check out this box score. See, Brito 2 hits. Caglianone 3 hits. Anthony gets his first major league hit as well. Kasevich a double and a home run. 2 walks. 2 RBI. Big game for Kasevich. Blaine Enlow, 1 run in 4 innings. 2 hits allowed. Not sure why they took him out, but the bullpen did their job other than that 1 hiccup by Hernandez. And the Sox get their 5th win in a row. And I want to show you this. We won our 6th game in a row the very next day. Caglianone has 3 hits. Davy Garcia pitches great in Coors. 1 run, 6 hits, 4 walks. Bullpen does their job again. Bellotti gets his 28th. So yeah, 6-game winning streak by the Sox. And now we have our first home game with Roman Anthony and Jac Caglianone at guaranteed rate. Sox home fans get to see him play there for the first time. See Colson Montgomery, glad to have help. He's been carrying the load the whole season. Here we are, top of the first, 1 on, 1 out. Caglianone up. Montgomery goes and steals second base. So now they have a man in scoring position. Big Jack. 1-2 pitch. from Severino. Is going to be a ground ball to third. Chapman grabs, throws to first. That's the second out. And we head to the second inning, bottom of second. No score still. Roman Anthony, first time up at home. We're going to follow these two guys all day long. Here's a tapper up the middle. Diving stop. Throw. And a great play by Rodolfo Castro. Gets Anthony. Steals a base hit. Now we go to the third inning. Koperniak hit by a pitch. Steals second. De La Rosa knocks him in, so the Sox have a 1-0 lead. Doesn't last long. As Bryce Eldridge hits a 2-run shot to give the Giants a lead. Bottom of the fourth, Caglianone leading off. Giants up 2-1. Full count from Severino. And he takes strike three. High strike. In the zone, though. Rocha follows that with a single, and that'll bring up Roman Anthony with 1 on and 1 out. Still looking for that first home hit. Severino, 1-2 pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to first. Quick throw to second. Back to first. 3-6-3 double play, and that takes care of that rally as we head to the bottom of the seventh. Still 2-1 Giants. Caglianone leading off again. Severino still in there. His 2-2 pitch. And he swings through the sinker way out in front. Strikes out again. So there's 1 out. See, that's his 6th K of the game. Rocha fouls with a strikeout, and that brings up Anthony again. He's 0 for 2. Severino, 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be a pop foul behind home plate. Blake Sable's going to drift back, and he's going to have it. And that'll be the third out and end the seventh. Giants still up 2-1. And then Ramos makes it 4-1 with a 2-run shot here in the 8th inning. And that's it for the Giants as they hold on and win 4-1. Severino moves to 14-8. Blaine Enlow drops to 2-8. Ginkel gets his 23rd save. We check out this box score. 2 hits for Jung-Hoo Lee. 3 hits for Eldridge. Ramos and Eldridge with home runs. Supplied all they needed. All 4 runs. Severino pitches 7 strong innings. 3 hits, a walk, and 7 Ks. 1 run. White Sox, 1 hit by Rocha. 1 hit by De La Rosa. 1 hit by Auerbach. Enlow only gave up 2 and 6. Davis gave up 2. Can't win if you can't score, though. And you can see Brett Auerbach the next day fractured his shin. He's out 1 to 2 months, so he's going on the DL. And Jac Caglianone finally gets his first Major League home run. Didn't get it on camera, but he goes 2 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBI against Tampa Bay in a 6-4 win. So, yeah, Jack gets his first home run. Still waiting on Roman Anthony's, but big boy got his out of the way in the first 2 weeks. And we're going to do a player lock with Roman Anthony. The White Sox are at the Guardians facing Tanner Bybee. And you can see in the first inning, got 2 men on, a single by Rocha, makes it 1-0. And that'll bring in Roman Anthony with 2 on, 1 out. 3-1 count. Bybee's pitch. And that's a shot into right field, and we didn't have to wait very long, folks. A 3-run blast is the first one we've actually seen Roman Anthony hit on camera.
You can put it on the board, yes!
Roman Anthony finally comes through. I thought I was going to have to watch him play all day long, but he takes care of it in his first at-bat of the first game. And the Sox are up 4-0 here in the first inning. Way to go, Roman Anthony. Hopefully this will continue into next season, and we won't have to make it a meme anymore. Watch this replay. Belt high, and he got all of that and just hammered that into right field. Towering shot. Oh, I'm so relieved and so happy. Thank you, Roman. And, of course, the dugout gives him the silent treatment like they do all rookies. We didn't get to see Caglianone go through this. But, yeah, finally, Anthony does something good on camera. And the Sox would win this game. It was a back-and-forth game. They win 8-6. Fulmer gets the win in relief. Brock Burke takes the loss. Ippoliti gets his 30th save on the season. You can check out the box score. See Colson Montgomery, 4 for 5 with 3 runs scored. Jac Caglianone, 2 for 4 with a double and a homer, 3 RBI. Rocha, 2 for 5 with 2 RBI. Anthony was 1 for 5, but that was a 3-run blast. Koperniak, a couple of hits. Davy Garcia gives up 5, but the bullpen pretty much shuts it down the rest of the way. And the Birmingham Barons make the playoffs down in Double-A, winning the second half of the Southern League North, and they'll take on the Trash Pandas in the playoffs. Check out our stats down in Double-A. Sean Canones finished the year hitting .282, 3 home runs, 47 RBI, 16 stolen bases, added 38 doubles and 6 triples. Harvey Williams, slugging first baseman, I still can't get over this, raised his contact against righties 10 points this year, hit 21 home runs, drove in 79, even stole 10 bases. Amazing progress. Gerald Perez, really good year for him, 12 home runs, hit .282. And nobody else really did much down here at the bottom. Pitching-wise, Trey Mago led the team in innings pitched. Nolan McLean, two-way player, doesn't play much in the field though, but moved him to starting pitching, which pushed his overall up to 73. He will probably be in the major league rotation mix next year. 150 innings, 164 strikeouts, 2.82 ERA, 6-9. His hits 134 and 150 innings is great. Only 4 home runs allowed. We definitely could use that at the major league level. And Nathan Wiles sent him back down to the minors, and he pitched much better than he did at the major league. As you can see here, ERA of 11, so he earned that demotion. And then on the bullpen side, Tuki Toussaint, great, 2.09 ERA in 77 innings. Brian Dill brought him up late in the season because of injuries, and he pitched great. Outside of Lane Ramsey, everybody had an ERA below 4. And Derek Denson, 43 saves. My goodness. At some point, he has to get a dev upgrade to a C potential. Guy's just been lights out. And the Charlotte Knights ended the season at 69-81, 21 games behind the Worcester Red Sox, so they will not be going into any playoffs. But we kind of tanked their season at the end when we brought up Caglianone and Anthony, so I'm not surprised. But it's not like they were close to getting a playoff spot to begin with. Let's go look at these stats. These stats will not include Anthony and Caglianone's, but Zavala, 255. Tatum, 246, but he stole 31 bases. Mogian, this guy's incredible, 242, but he hit 13 home runs, stole 11 bases, played some really good defense. Tim Elko, we didn't bring him up until, I don't know, the end of April, sometime when we moved Via down to AA, and he went nuts, hit 287, 16 home runs, 58 RBIs, would easily had 20 home runs. We played the whole season. And Alvin Maddox, he was hitting 360 at one point. He really slowed down at the end of the season, but still hit 300 at both AAA and AA. Hits 8 home runs in 36 games, drives in 23, steals 13 bags. I'm very much considering bringing him to spring training and see if he can win the starting job and play second base in the majors next year. I think he has the bat to do it. Definitely has the contact. Pitching side, Kevin McCann just misses throwing 200 innings, finishes 14-8. 334 ERA, 126 whip, 173 hits in 199 innings, only 18 home runs allowed. Got to get those walks down. Medrano got his ERA under 4, which, considering where he started, is amazing. And just misses getting his innings pitched and hits to be equal. Only gives up 18 home runs and 24 walks. I love that. It's one of his strengths, as you can see, with 90 walks per 9. Man, his control went up 8. Hits and strikeouts went up 6. He's pretty close to being Major League ready as well. He might be one of those we bring up during the season. I don't know. We're going to have to make some decisions, so you might want to watch that off-season episode because we might bring a host of young guys up and just say, screw it, let the young guys play. Garrett Lewis finishes with 36 saves, ERA high of 5.29. Rest of the bullpen, Ronnie Enriquez threw a ton in relief before he got injured. Jared Kelly, amazing. 78 innings, only 57 hits, 18 walks, and 65 strikeouts. He is definitely ready for our bullpen next year. Gus Varland didn't throw much in AAA, spent most of the year down in AA. Yep, we have one team in the playoffs, which will be AA Birmingham Barons. We will basically just sim those games. We're not going to watch those games, and I'll let you know how that series turns out. But we're closing in on the end of the regular season. Got one more week to go, so I'll show you what that results in and the final standings and stats for everybody in 1, 2, 3, go. And I said I would tell you what the Birmingham Barons did in the playoffs. They played Rocket City and got swept, so that was short and sweet for them. But all in all, pretty decent season for our AA team. And the White Sox finished the season 58-104, which is an improvement of 19 games over last year. And you look, there's a lot of yellow circles with W's in the month of September. We went 12-11. I think that's our first winning month since the very first year when we were just straight simming with the regular players. You can see we lost 104 games, but we were not the worst team in the American League and in Major League Baseball. The Blue Jays lost 111 games, and the Rockies lost 110. So we had the third worst record, not the worst. Check out our stats. Colson Montgomery finished the year with 156 hits, 21 home runs, 86 RBI, so he slowed down in September. 10 steals, hit 278, slugged 450, 28 doubles, 3 triples. Hit a 3.6 WAR, so he did slow down in the last month of the season. Art Rocha, 19 home runs and 69 RBIs, 11 steals. Knew he wasn't going to hit for much average, but he provided the power that we needed. We needed someone other than Montgomery. Hopefully next year we'll have Anthony and Rocha and Caglianone. We'll have 4 guys in the middle of the lineup that can get us close to 20 home runs. That would be excellent. See Koperniak and Kasevich also. Kasevich led the team in steals, so he's vying for a bench spot next year. And De La Rosa, not bad, 274. Depending on how our outfield plays out, he might be our starting center fielder. It might be Anthony with somebody else on right. We'll see how that goes. Pitching-wise, Davy Garcia led in innings pitched. Cade Cavalli and Hagen Smith tied for the most strikeouts. Cavalli actually won 12 games. He was 12-12. Davey lost 17. Hagen was 7-15. Drohan just avoided losing 20 games. Is that going to be his second year? Yeah, he was 6-22 last year. Bullpen, Stephen Kolek was impressive. He had an ERA below 1, whip below 1 at the All-Star break. Went up a little bit, came back down at the very end. Austin Davis did a great job. Michael Fulmer was the only one in the bullpen that was an issue, and he started strong and struggled down the stretch. Still 90 strikeouts in 94 innings. We almost had 4 guys with 100 innings in the bullpen. That's amazing. And then Andrew Bellotti saved 34 games, had an ERA of 2.16, and we signed him to a 2-year extension, paying less than $1 million a year, but he's doing that well. We can bring him back, whether he's closing or setup or whatever. It's definitely worth the money. And we can't forget our 2 guys that came up in the September call-ups. Jac Caglianone hit 253 with 5 doubles, 4 homers, 14 RBIs in 23 games. Not bad. His overall is tanked because I switched him to relief pitcher, so that'll start going up once we get him playing on an everyday basis next season. And Roman Anthony hit 217, 6 doubles, 3 triples, 1 home run, 6 RBI. Got to get that slugging up, but got their debuts out of the way and got their first home runs out of the way. So I'm excited to see how they do in full-time action next year. And we have an award. Let's go see. We know what this is. Colson Montgomery, Rookie of the Year. See, Brent Rooker wins the American League MVP, just edging out Rafael Devers and Tristan Casas. National League, it's Shohei, just edging out Juan Soto. Blake Snell wins 20 games, wins the Cy Young in the National League. Kyle Bradish wins 20 in the American League. David Fry wins the batting title in the American League. Acuna in the National League. Ryan Hudson leads the American League with 42 saves. Ryan Kirkring leads with 50 saves, but Hudson wins the Reliever of the Year award because of that ERA. Griffin Jax does the same in the American League, beating out Munoz, who had more saves, but he had almost a full run lower ERA. There we go. Colson Montgomery, 278, 21, and 86 wins in the American League. And Nick Kurtz, 283, 25, and 90 wins the National League. So thank God they made that trade because Kurtz would have beat Montgomery. That means we get an extra first-round pick in this upcoming draft next summer. That is awesome. Kerry Carpenter won the Hank Aaron Award in the American League. Shohei wins it in the National League. So there we go. We wrapped up Season 3. Got 3 pitchers in the All-Star game. We got Colson Montgomery as Rookie of the Year award. Traded for Jac Caglianone, and he was awesome. Brought him up, and Roman Anthony saw their first Major League games. Didn't get to see Jac's first Major League home run on camera, but we did see Roman Anthony's. So I'm excited to get to the offseason, get this team going, figure out my 40-man, and we'll have at least Roman and Jac playing in spring training games, so that'll be fun to watch that. We may have some others. Like I said, I have some decisions on younger guys. Some of these guys that are going to be 24 that just got drafted, or in the case of Watley, who we just drafted at 23. We may just bring them all up, go with the kids, We have nothing to lose, and see if we can improve and get them experience at the major league level. So if you like the series so far, please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will catch you with the off-season and spring training episode next. And the Chicago White Sox Draft Only Franchise.